Today in this video we are going to discuss about the male reproductive system of the human. In the human body, the male reproductive system is made up of different parts. The main part of the male reproductive system is the testes. There are two testes. They are present in the pair. Okay, and the testes are covered by a pouch-like structure that is called scrotum. Okay, each testis covered in a scrotum, and this testis open into a coiled structure that is called epididymis, and this epididymis open into a tube. This tube is called vas deferens or sperm duct, through which the sperms pass, and this sperm duct open into pelvis. Here at this point you can see that this vas deferens is connected to the urethra, that is a part of its excretory system. Okay, this is urinary bladder, this is urethra, and here it has two glands. There are two reproductive glands, male reproductive glands, that is the prostate gland and seminal vesicle. Let's discuss it in detail. First of all, the testes. The main function of the testes is to produce the sperm and male sex hormone, that is testosterone. It has two functions. And before the birth, the testes remain inside the abdominal cavity. But about 2 hours before the birth, these testes come out in the scrotum, outside the body. Reason? This is very important point, because the sperm production needs a low temperature, and inside the body the temperature is very high, that is not appropriate for the sperm production. Okay, that's why they come out in the scrotum, where the temperature is about 3 degrees less than the body temperature. Okay, so it is the reason that these testes descend into the scrotum about 2 or 3 hours before the birth. And in case if the testes do not descend in the scrotum, in that case the person will remain sterile, non-fertile. He will be unable to produce the sperms. Now from here the sperm is passed into the epididymis, and the sperms are stored in epididymis for some time. From here it is passed through the vas deferens. Okay, here there are two glands, that is seminal vesicle and prostate gland. Prostate gland secretes a fluid that is mixed with the sperms to form semen. Okay, and now this semen is passed out through the penis. So this is the male reproductive system of the human. Okay. This is the female reproductive system in human body. Here this female reproductive system is made up of different parts, and the primary reproductive organs of the female is the ovaries. There are two ovaries, each present on either side. Okay, and the function of the ovary is produce the egg cells of female gametes and two sex hormone. These are estrogen and progesterone. So the function of ovary is, number one, to produce the egg cells by the process of oogenesis, and second, to secrete female sex hormone, that is estrogen and progesterone. And this tube is called fallopian tube or oviduct, and this structure, this broad structure, is called uterus or womb, and this narrow space is called cervix, and this is vagina. What happens here? This ovary produce the egg cell. One ovary produce one egg cell in 1 month. Means these two ovary produce the egg cells in alternate way. In first month this produce the egg cell, in second month this produce the egg cell. So at a time in 1 month only one egg cell is produced. And this egg cell is sessile, means non-motile, and when it is produced from the ovary, it is passed into the fallopian tube. Okay, and here if it get the sperms, if it get the sperms, that is the male gamete, it undergo the process of fertilization. Fertilization, the fusion of the male and female gametes to produce the egg, is called fertilization. So in the human, the process of fertilization take place in the fallopian tube or oviduct. This is important point. Now this zygotes of form, it undergo the cell division. Okay, it multiplies its number and it continually move and it pass into the uterus. In the uterus, what happens? This time it develop into the embryo, and when it acquire the shape of the human like this, this time it is called fetus. It is called fetus, and when this fetus is formed, a bag-like structure is formed around the fetus, that is called amnion. And this amnion is filled with a fluid that is called amniotic fluid. The function of this amniotic fluid is to protect the fetus from external shock during pregnancy. Okay, and this time this fetus get attached with the uterus wall. In happening, what is the provision for the nutrition of this fetus this time? So this time, when the ovary produce the egg cell, that time the nutrients start to deposit in the wall of the uterus. Okay, and at a particular point, a large number of nutrients are deposited and it has rich blood supply, and this is called placenta. What is the placenta? Placenta is a mass of tissue that is present in the wall of uterus. It has high concentration of the nutrients and rich blood supply. And this placenta get attached with the uterus through a tube. And this tube is called umbilical cord. This tube is called umbilical cord. Through this cord, the fetus obtain the nutrition from the mother body. This umbilical cord has two functions. First function, it carry the nutrients from the placenta of the mother body to the fetus, and second, it carry the excretory products from the fetus to mother's body. In this way, the fetus gets its nutrition. Okay, and it continually develop. Okay, and it develops inside the uterus, and then it comes out through the cervix and vagina. In this way, this process takes place in the female reproductive system. Okay, thank you.